What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Teona Sasha. Welcome back to Comedy's Curls, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're enjoying this season so far because I'm having a blast. On this episode, I've got my mentor, the boss man, very famous in New York, Cipha Sounds. On this episode, we talk about how he's been going to the same barber for 20 plus years, but he might have to drop this guy because he's been figuring out how to do his hair at home. And we talked about some non-negotiables that include hands and wrappers. Thank you for watching. This is Comedy's Curls. Woo! You ready? It's your girl, Teona Sasha, content creator, producer, and host of my podcast, Comedy's Curls. I'm sitting with some of the most hilarious people in comedy to talk all things curly hair. We're talking bad hair days, tips and tricks, and how it all leads to self-lovery. So head on over to your podcast platform to listen and subscribe now.
But if this brings you just a little closer, I hope that it will help you to do a better job.
What's up, everybody? It's Teona Sasha. Welcome back to Comedy's Curls. This week I've got the boss man, Cipha Sounds. I wore my Bape camo just for you.
Oh, I wore a Bape shirt too. Wait,
See?
Why did you point that way? Am I on that side?
You're on this side.
Oh, because on my screen, I'm on this side.
Oh, so does it look backwards to you?
Yeah, you look I can't say the word, but it begins with an R and ends in etarded.
What's up? How are you?
I'm great.
We just saw each other yesterday, but I'm sure things have happened.
Yeah, no, I've actually had a productive day. I woke up super early and I got some keys made. I took those keys and I put them on separate keychains. And then I placed those keychains in my two cars, in my drawer, and in my book bag so I can never lose my keys.
Do you have an issue? This sounds like you have an issue.
I've never lost keys. And then about 6 months ago, I lost on the road somewhere. I lost a set of keys and it devastated me.
Yeah.
And I vowed to never let that happen again.
When you were talking about how many copies of keys you made, I was thinking about in the episode of Fresh Prince when Hillary said she did the same thing, except she put the address on each set of keys. And she's like, oh, don't worry, our address is on them. La, la, la.
So that, in this current climate, is a huge accomplishment. Normally, in normal life, no, Teona. I didn't just make keys. I had to find a place to make keys in Coronaville.
True.
And then I had to get the little labels. I had to get the little keychain things. I had to write on the label. I had to attach them to 4 separate sets.
That's fancy.
Do you understand?
How long did it take you? Like,
well,
3
I'm at my
hours?
in-laws' house. So I was at Ace Hardware across the street from the Village Underground in, I guess that's the West Village.
Yeah.
I was in there at 9 a.m. This is what I'm trying to tell you. In normal life, this is nothing. This is idiotic what I'm talking about. But in Corona quarantine life, this was a big deal.
This is true.
A big deal to like accomplish something.
My mom ordered a waffle machine, I think from Macy's or one of these stores, and it arrived broken.
Right.
What would you do in normal life?
Return it.
Go to the store.
Yeah.
Nah, she has to repackage it.
Yeah.
Tape it up.
Find a label.
Return label. Who has a printer? I mean, we do, but like who really has printers? It's a lot.
And then you gotta what? Find a UPS store or something?
I don't even know how to mail things these days. Welcome to my show.
Thanks
I appreciate you being on. Before we get started, I know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
New York knows who you are.
Yeah.
But tell the people, who is Cipha Sounds? Who are you?
Well, I don't know if we have time for all that. Cipha Sounds is a Renaissance man. I am, if you don't know who I am, which is weird to say this, but I started off as a DJ in New York City on a radio station called Hot 97. I was there for a long time, and in the middle of that process, I switched to doing stand-up comedy and all types of comedy for a living.
Mm.
So I had a long, extensive music business and music career, and then now it's into a comedy career. Well, it's more like a hybrid.
Yeah, I would say.
But yeah, I'm very famous in New York. If you come down here, come check me out.
I don't know why that makes me laugh, of all people, when you say that.
The reason why it makes people laugh is because I am not famous in New York. But when you tell people in other cities that you are famous in New York, it sounds great. I am very famous to a small group of people.
To me, you're very famous.
Yeah, I'm very famous to a small group of people.
I must tell you something.
It's an interesting dichotomy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice vocabulary word.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. We are probably a week away from it being 2 years since we've gone on the Take It Personal hip hop improv tour.
Yeah.
That's 2 years ago of me like starting with you.
Yeah.
I've never gone on tour. I've never done anything for such a long period of time. And I trusted you and just went in a car with a bunch of you strange ass comedians.
Yep.
And drove a car down the East Coast.
Yep.
To Miami and
welcome to tour life. Did
improv comedy shows to very interesting groups of people, I must say.
It was a weird tour, but it was fun.
But that was 2 years ago, Saif. Can you believe that? Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, Teona, I like to say we work together. You always refer to me as the boss. I guess it's a seniority thing, but
well, you've taught me and continue to teach me a lot of stuff. Like I teach you the social stuff and you think I'm a genius. I know.
Yeah.
But you do teach me a lot of stuff. And I find myself saying, oh, Saif says to do this, or Saif once told me to do that, or Saif believes in this. And I think somehow I'm a part of your cult now.
Yeah.
And I worship you.
My thing is, and I tell this to everybody, I got to where I am today by being an intern in many different levels. And I feel if you do it right, and if you get with the right situation, you can learn a lot by offering to work for low money or for free. And that's my tactic that I use, and I got into every job. Even when I was somebody, I found people that were more somebodies than me, and I would find a way to work with them for free in order to learn and get ahead. So that's my philosophy. It doesn't work for everybody, but I find people that are hungry, and I say, hey, I don't have much to give you right now, but experience and knowledge, which I find priceless.
Yeah.
And that helped me. I mean, I worked for Funkmaster Flex as an intern, who's a big DJ in New York City. I got a job with Pharrell as an intern, with Jay-Z as an intern. Later on the line, you wouldn't use the term intern because they don't know that I'm being an intern, but Dave Chappelle, Michael Che from Saturday Night Live, like, they're my friends, but I say, hey, can I go with you to this show? This is in my early comedy career. Can I go with you on the road? I'll pay my own way because now I got a little bit of money. I'm already somebody. And when I get there, I start finding ways to help. Hey, how come you don't do this? Or what if I bring this? Oh, I'll grab the food while you go on stage, da-da-da-da-da. And I make myself so invaluable that they invite me to the next one and the next one. And then they start paying me. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been my tactic.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. I don't think I've realized or you've realized how invaluable you've been to me. Cause like I grew up with you. I grew up with you, listening to you on the radio. Yeah. Hot 97 was big part of my upbringing.
It was the
Puerto Rican Day
soundtrack of New
Parade.
York. Yeah.
Exactly. So, and then to see how Hot 97 has made its way into pop culture through music and movies like Brown Sugar and stuff like that. So it's dope to see.
Brown Sugar.
Shut up. It's
No,
dope to
I'm
see
saying the movie was good. The movie was good. There would never be a black woman program director who sits there and goes, I like your stuff. No, get out of here.
Obviously it was chick flicky, but it was dope to see Angie, who's part of the Hot family, put on from New York in a way that maybe someone who's not from New York would see. So it was dope to live that. Then to come together and work together. And now you've taught me these concepts of life, and it's gotten me places. You know, like I've worked with Red Bull Music a few times now. I worked with Complex. It's all through you.
I try to help people. This is what I'm good at. I find hungry people. I give them a bunch of different stuff to do. Sometimes drive me around. Like, you help me out. Help me with all the little things. Once in a while, please do me a favor. Go grab food while we're doing this taping or shooting or show, whatever, or go grab the car, da-da-da-da-da. That's your payment. That's the ticket to be around these people, celebrities, executives, famous people, whatever it is. That's your ticket. Your ticket is to go get the car or go get the food. But the real thing is I'm learning and watching to see what people gravitate towards. If they're more into marketing, if they're into promotions, if they're better at strategy, if they're better at literally like creative types. I watch, I see what you're good at, and then I start catering lines of work towards that field. Now, unfortunately, the current situation, you're the only one that works with me, so you have to do it all. But usually I used to have like 5 or 6 people like doing different things, but you know, it's a different world.
But listen, I'm here for the ride, so it's been
great.
Fun. It's been fun. Now we're getting into some hair stuff. Because I know you're dying to talk about hair stuff.
Oh my God.
You have waited your whole career to talk about this shit. So.
Hair is important.
I know hair is important. My first question is a big one. So you just wait for it. How long have you been rocking this hairstyle? Because I think the earliest pictures of Cipha, always with the shaved side and curls on top.
Yeah.
This is like your signature style. I feel like you could see it through all your hats in your hat phase. I
grew my hair out in like maybe first year of college or something. I grew it out and it was curly. It's very curly on top and then curly on the sides. And I hated it. I hate the hair like flopping over your ear.
Yeah.
And my hair is like, it's curly, but it's like, I mean, I don't know how it would be if it grew really long, like how the curls would be. But when it's in that growing phase, it's just frizzy and messy. And
welcome to being Puerto Rican.
Yeah. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Like it just like you ever saw the movie Juice? The enemy of one of the guys or the guys on the block is this Puerto Rican guy named Radamez.
Okay.
And every time his hair is curly and longer and he has it Puerto Rican slicked back. So the waves in
so
there.
It's like,
and then it's wavy here. And then there's like a bushel of curls in the back. And I always watch that. Every time I see that movie and he puts a knife to Tupac's nose. And I'm like, that's how my hair would look long. And I hate it. So I've had the same barber since 1996.
Holy shit. No way. That dude has been your barber since 1996?
Didi the barber has been my barber. Maybe I'll say 97 to be safe.
What?
I think it's 96. Yo. He's been my barber.
That's your longest committed relationship.
I always say that to him. He's the person I know longer than anyone in the world. He used to work in a barbershop called Who's Next. He left there. He was cut. He had a barber's chair in his kitchen. I would go to his house and he would give haircuts in his kitchen until he got another shop. That he used to work in this other shop called, I don't remember. And then he finally got his own shop, and he had his own shop for probably like the last 13 or 14 years. Wow. He's been my barber since 96. I introduced him to Funkmaster Flex in like 98. He's still Funkmaster Flex's barber since 98. He goes to the radio station. He goes to the radio station once or twice a week. And he cuts Flex's hair. He used to cut my hair too when I used to be up there. And I don't even tell him what to do. I just sit down. I sit down and we talk about life. I don't say anything. The only difference that's changed, you probably won't really notice it, but it used to be really like skin tight fade.
That's how you looked in those pictures when you were young with Nori.
Yeah,
where it was like
it's like real close. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I put on some weight. And he was like, yo, you can't. He's very nice the way he says it. He goes, yo, you can't go skin in the back because things happening.
It was rippling?
It was kind of ripply, yeah.
Ooh.
So he used to just not do it skin tight, but like just cut it low. And then I just keep the top low because honestly, it's just easy to deal with.
Yeah.
Like I just put a little pomade in my hand, rub it in, and I just go. And like now, I don't care. Now it's like kind of messy. It is what it is. Like I remember I used to sit there and be like pulling out every like, and if I wore a hat, it would always be messed up, you know?
Yeah.
And then I stopped wearing a hat, and I would just keep it neat. That's my whole thing is everything should just be neat, clean.
Yeah.
Sneakers, like. You could literally wear clean blue jeans, white Air Force Ones, and a blue polo shirt. But as long as it's ironed and it's clean, like you look fresh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I got that from my boy Ari. He's like, you gotta just always look fresh. And he's like, if you can't afford it, just take it down. You could get a polo shirt from Old Navy with no logo and just look clean. You know what I mean? So that's how I just do it with my hair. And then now, because of what's happening, I've had to cut my own hair.
Oh, no. You do it by yourself? Do you have like mirrors? Like a 360?
I bought a mirror. I bought clippers I had clippers always because I've never shaved my face with a razor ever in my life. I equate it to not having a father growing up, so I guess I'd never learned.
That's what I equate to hood movies for.
I used to get a haircut every week and a half, 2 weeks.
What?
So he would shave my face with the clippers. So that's the only way I know how to shave my face. So what I did was when I started going on the road, I had to get my own clippers because I'd be gone for like a month sometimes, you know, and my face would get, and then all this craziness happened, and I tried to give myself a haircut the first week, and it was.
Did you take a picture?
Hell no. It was butchered. It was butchered. It was too close here, and then I didn't finish it.
Your barber's not doing like secret appointments like everybody else's barbers?
I think now he probably is. I think he'll do a couple people, not me though, because I figured it out though. Like, so.
Do you think you're going to need him after this?
I feel bad. I feel bad that I'm only going to need him like once a month. I feel bad because he got to just put the lines, right? Mm-hmm. But once he puts the line, I just got to follow it. I feel bad, yo, because a couple things happened. One, I was always very nervous to get haircuts from other people. Mm-hmm. And like I would go to LA to do like a TV show or something, and they would have like a barber. And I'd be like, no. So
that was one of my questions. I've always wondered, like, what do you do when people want to cut your hair on set? You got to be like, don't touch my hair and get wild.
I'm glad you asked. I have on my phone a video from Dee Dee the barber. giving instructions to whatever barber we're dealing with.
No, you don't. No, how long is this video? Wait a minute.
It's probably like a minute. Okay, here we go. This video is from July 21st, 2017.
This is crazy, Saif. This is insane.
I went to this barber in LA once, and okay, this is before I had the video. This is why I made the video. I went to this barber in LA.
Yeah.
And when I go to a different barber, and it hasn't been, I could say 10 times I've been to different barbers in the last 20 years. And I watch every move they make, and I go, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not scared. Hold on, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? No. The line in the front, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting older. It's not as strong as it used to be. You can't let a barber tap that. It's gonna start going back. Didi knows exactly where to hit it. So they start coming to the front. I'm like, whoa. So he did the haircut good. Then he went to shave the face. He did with the clippers, but he had one of the chairs that go back.
Yeah.
I was almost laying down. And then, okay, you know the difference between clippers and electric shaver.
The electric shaver's the flat with the round thingies,
the round
right?
one, yeah. That's basically like a razor with shaving cream.
Yeah.
Not clippers, it's a razor. So he starts putting that, and I feel the difference, and I go, because I was laying back and my eyes were closed, and I was like, oh no. So that's the only time an actual like electric razor hit my face, and it was so smooth. I hated it. It was disgusting. It felt like putty.
Did you break out?
No, but it was too close. I didn't like it. So then that's when I made the video. So what I do is I go in there, and barbers are very, territorial and proud.
Just a bit.
And I go in there and I pull them to the side. I go, yo, no disrespect. No disrespect. Listen to me. I mean you no disrespect. This is what I always say. I say, I was doing a TV show and they paused for 3 months, and I have to get my hair exactly how it was to be continuous, to keep the continuity with the TV show. So the barber made a video just to make sure we get it right, because it has to be right for the TV show. So then they think they're part of like something special.
What a good lie. That's a good lie.
It's a great lie, because it's like it has to be exact, because no disrespect, I might, jump in because it has to be like it was for that first shooting, or I'm going to get in trouble. And they go, oh, no doubt. Yeah. So that's my lie. And then I show them the video, and then I just watch them do it. And anytime they go a little off, I just jump in. Twice in the last year, I had my hair cut by a female.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
When they touch your face. Oh, it's nice. It's nice.
Do you trust them, or do you look them up and down like you're a female and I don't trust you?
Anyone at first, but both of them were good. One was in England, and I watched her cut someone else's hair, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna shape up. And then once was in Vegas, and this girl, her name was Charlie. She was really good. Mm-hmm. But I figured it out. Like, I always could do the face, like shave my face. I had that already, and I just put it on a high number, like 5.
What does that mean? 5 is close?
No, 5 is the long ones.
5 is the long one.
Your hair has to be long.
Got it.
1, it goes 1, 2, it gets higher. So 1 is very close to the clippers.
Got
2
it.
is a little more, 3, and then the clip is also adjustable. Mm-hmm. So if you put a 1 on it and move the clippers, it's 1.5.
Oh, okay.
So I take like a 5 and I just run it up the side, and you hear the hair cutting. You hear, but if it doesn't cut, 5 is too long. So then I put a 4, and I hear it cut. So then I just keep it not too close, but just, and then it just looks neat, right? So after I fucked it up that time, I was super nervous. So I just keep it close. I go all the way up. Once you get to the hair, I go out a little bit.
Yeah.
The left hand is the problem.
You're like,
So, and I got the big mirror, and I'm watching, and then you just go up, and then it just looked cleaner. That's all I needed. And then yesterday I did it, or yesterday or the day before, I think yesterday. And then so I took like a 2,
mm,
and I just did the back bottom with a 2, just a little bit, like just to like a, I don't know, maybe an inch, 2. And then I took a 3, and I did 3 like halfway up, halfway. And I just kept watching it with the mirror. And then I took a 4, and I did this part.
yeah.
Took 4, and I just went up here, and it just looks neat. And then I just put the 4 all the way up, and then put the 3 a little, and it kind of like blended. Like nothing like a barbershop, but like it looks like I got a haircut like 4 days ago, and it's starting to come back, right? It's
That's
clean
closer
up.
than weeks of not cutting your hair.
Exactly.
So,
Then I take a comb, and I comb my hair out as much as it could go. And then I take the comb, and I put a little bit of hair in the comb, and just put the clippers over the comb. Zip,
oh, you even shave the
zip.
top.
But
You don't get scissors?
no, I can't do scissors. But because my hair is curly, as long as it's even, once you wet it and wash it, like it just goes down to like curly, like a little bit long hair, a little bit short hair. But it's like I don't know how people with straight hair are cutting their hair during these times.
They're making TikTok videos and cutting weird bangs and stuff like that.
For fun.
For fun. They
No, I
can.
can't.
Their hair's straight.
I
They
can't
can
play
do
that.
whatever. Yeah. What kind of products do you use?
Yeah, I do the Pantene Classic
Oh,
shampoo and conditioner combo.
hair's so healthy it shines.
So
That's
I
the
do
old
classic.
slogan.
It's called Classic Clean. I throw that in there, wash it up, condition it, and then I put fructose.
Fructis? Garnier Fructis?
That's it.
Fructose?
That's it.
You put
The little
diabetes in your
green-
hair?
The little green, yeah, it's like, I think it's called pomade. Put like a nickel size in my hand. Just wipe it in, pull up a little bit, done.
Boom. How long would you say? Like 5 minutes it takes you to do your hair?
Here's the problem with my hair. If you put the let's just call it gel. It's not gel, but let's just call it gel.
Yeah.
If you put the gel in when my hair is too wet, it makes it look wet all day.
Okay.
I don't like that. But if you put it in when your hair is too dry,
Then
it looks like there's like dandruff in it almost. Like it's too
oh, it gets
dry.
flaky. Are you using like the original Garnier products when they first launched
No,
in the
I don't
early
think so.
2000s?
It's the good stuff.
You got to get the curly hair gel because it doesn't flake. It's more expensive though. It's like $25.
I noticed. I used to use gel when I was younger.
No, this is the good gel. This is like there's gel in this hair.
I'm gonna try it, gel. But
You
I
gotta
like
get
the
curly
pomade
gel.
because it's more manageable. But so I have to like. This is the most stressful part of my day because it's like I take 15-20 minutes to shower, all the stuff to get ready. And then I get out, I brush my teeth, or whatever, Q-tip, all that stuff. And then I get dressed. And while I'm getting dressed, I'm constantly like, it's too wet. Or sometimes I'll get caught up watching TV and I go, oh no. So then I have to put my head in the sink and start all over. Like, I don't know what it is. Sink wet is not the same as shower wet.
It's not the same. Thank you. It's
never
not the same.
It's like, I don't know, like in the shower, like your whole head gets wet, where in the sink it kind of feels like it's the surface. Because I just take water in my hand and do like that.
Oh, you don't dunk?
No, I don't dunk in the sink. I mean, there's nothing here to dunk. Oh, the barber in Vegas, the girl, she did the shampoo in the sink. Oh, I see why y'all go there.
You see why it takes us like 2-3 hours.
I was like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta wait for the perfect amount of dryness. And then sometimes I'm in a rush and I just have to do it and it looks wet all day and I walk past a store window or a car and look in the reflection like, oh, oh, oh.
So I guess guys have the same problems that we do. It's not that much different.
So I mean, some guys, I don't know.
No, but I mean, you have, I would say you have like long hair for a dude because it's not to the scalp.
Yeah.
So like anybody with long hair that I know, aka my brother, freak out if your hair doesn't do what you want it to do.
I think I got a big head. So I can't, I'm blessed, knock on wood, to have a pretty much full head. Where like some of my friends look at me and be like, damn, you got a full head of hair. Like, I'm blessed.
It's true.
Because if you're fat and bald, it's not. It's thinning. It thins out a little bit, but it started thinning out. And then it's just, this is what it is. And I was like, this is like the sad part of it. My dad died when I was 3 years old. My mother didn't know her father.
Yeah.
And my dad's father, I only met once. So there's been no men in my family that I really knew. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was not like my uncle and my grandfather are all bald.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm probably going to be bald. Like, I didn't know. So I literally was just like waiting it out. And it's like, okay, not bad.
What if you do go bald? What are you going to do? Like, what if your hair is like right there and you're holding on for dear life? You know those guys who have the side hair?
Yeah.
And the top is just gone? What are you going to do?
I've had talks with my barber and he's like, nah, he's like, I think you're going to be good. Like, you're going to just keep it low always. And like, I'm wondering about the gray.
You could just dye it.
Because my hair, it has like a little couple of grays. But when my beard grows out, I'm starting to see gray. So I was like, okay, no beard. Like, I never had a beard, but keep it short and just for men up top, and I'll be all right.
What about your eyebrows? You could get gray hairs there.
Well, then I guess I have to talk to some kind of female specialist.
You could dye your eyebrows too if it gets to that place. I don't think it would, but just in case.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I will be there for a dye job.
It's time to play a little game. Okay, questions.
Okay,
so these are my Oprah Barbara Walters thought-provoking questions.
Okay, what were you just doing?
Shaking the hat.
You got to show it.
I am.
Because you were shaking it down low and it didn't look right.
Oh, okay.
This is what you look
see.
Like.
I'm shake weighting off camera. It's like, Jesus.
And stop.
What's one thing you think every person should experience once in their lifetime?
To generalize everybody in the world, I think the simple answer is travel. Mm-hmm. The problem with the world is a lot of people stay in their one space, their comfort zone, and cultures don't get exchanged. And you could tell the difference between people who travel and know different cultures and people who just stay in their hometown and never leave, and they're ignorant to what's going on around the world. Don't listen to the news and just stereotypes about other places. Go and travel and see other cultures.
That's deep.
That's why I love traveling so much.
Yeah, you are cultured. I was thinking about how you can like spit out a fact about any place someone says, for the most part.
I know a little about a lot.
You should go on Jeopardy one day. For sure.
Tried. I always fail the admission test.
Well, if you ever get a celebrity opportunity, you should totally do it.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Stop. Okay, that one. Yeah, that one.
I chose two.
Okay.
Which one?
The one hanging down.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are those typed?
No, they're written out like a true 5-year-old.
Okay.
What's one thing no one knows about you?
Jeez. I don't know.
You're a huge nerd. I think that's like something nobody knows. Everyone thinks you're
Nah,
like hip
no, but
hop,
one, no,
rocking
but
stadiums. You're a huge nerd.
I'm a super nerd. But One Ep fans know I'm a nerd. Like
Yeah,
people
but
from my,
who One Up is another like niche group of nerds that follow
but that's what
you.
I'm saying. You're saying something that no one knows. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you should probably think about it in a sense of maybe like things that you like, or maybe hobbies that you're into. Like when you went to,
I don't eat curry.
oh God, here we go.
I've never eaten curry.
What?
Uh, I'm a I'm a huge I'm a huge fan of the Frank Sinatra. I'm a huge fan of Frank Sinatra and
Yeah.
that era of entertainment. I used to watch the Jerry Lewis telethon. Like now on TV, there's like 4 or 5 different channels that only play like old shows.
Yes.
And
Do you have Antenna TV as one of them?
Antenna,
I love
there's
that
Me
one.
TV, there's Cozy TV, there's Start TV, and they play Columbo, Murder
Yes.
She Wrote, Diagnosis Murder, Heart to
Whoa, I
Heart.
have not seen Diagnosis Murder in forever.
So crazy. But the thing is, all the commercials, every single commercial is either life insurance,
Life
hearing
Alert.
aids, yeah, life alert, hearing aids, and AARP commercials.
Yeah, they're prepping you. They're
It's
prepping
for
you.
old people.
That's my issue too, because I mean, I think you and I are the same person in the sense that I watch old TV. Like I love watching Bewitched and like all those old TV shows that
They
it
made
was
it so
so
much better
good
back then. I think
because
what
we
they
were
did,
living in bliss those days on TV.
yeah, but I think what they were doing was they were making shows that were obviously fake for entertainment to make you laugh.
Hmm.
Now shows are trying to be too real. Like, this is how your life is, and imagine there was this situation. Like, nah, I don't want to. I already lived my life. I want to go to a fake place. Like, don't get me twisted. I love The Office. I love Parks and Rec. But the point of those shows are like, it's supposed to be like a mockumentary.
Hmm.
So it's like you're watching real people do outlandish things. Just do outlandish things. I don't need the fake documentary part. But it
Yeah,
does make it funny when they do the talking to camera parts. But like Bewitched never tried to be real. It was just like
yeah. Her
a guy
nose
who
would
was
just go like
yeah,
this, and
yeah,
magic would happen.
yeah. But Columbo's the best. I don't know if you watch Columbo. That's the best show ever.
Of course, we watched opposite stuff. I watched
Yeah.
Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie and Three's Company, and you watched like MASH and
Uh-uh.
Columbo.
No, Mash is more like Three's Company than Columbo.
Okay, one last question.
MASH stands for Mobile Army Surgical Hospital.
Jeopardy. I didn't even know that.
I'll say stop.
A deal breaker for me is.
I got a couple of them.
Okay.
Hands.
What do you mean hands?
If a girl has bad
What's
hands, I can't do it.
bad hands? Are
Bad
these?
hands.
I have like
No, you have
old
nice hands.
wrinkly hands.
No, you have nice hands. A girl that had, oh, I feel bad. You know, a girl when they have like the short fingernails.
Oh, Cypher's a disability.
No, I'm not talking about short fingernails. I'm talking about stubby fingers.
Yeah, that like that hammered
Yeah.
thumb. I think that's what you call it.
I can't. I could be in love with you, and then I see your hands in it. I'd be like, I can't do it.
Do you know that people can have that as a toe too?
I don't even want to see that.
It's a toe thing.
I don't want to see that. That's a deal breaker. I get. Are you talking about dating or just anything? You talking about dating, right?
Just period.
I cannot, no matter what, for some reason, ever. And this is back in the day, but like, if a girl either dated or had sex with a rapper or an athlete,
I like that rule. I've
I
heard you
can't.
say that rule before, and I was like, that's a good rule
I
for
can't do
sure.
it. I remember I was out with this girl once. Like it was like almost a date. Not really. We was at a
Yeah.
club, and DJ Clue's boy walked by,
Mhm.
and she said, "What's up to him?" And I was like, "How you know him?" And she goes, "Oh no, we was at Clue's house one night. We was hanging out." I said, "Oh, hold on one second," and I just walked out of the club. I
The
left.
disrespect. The
No.
disrespect.
I never saw her again. I walked out of the club. We were in the middle of a date, or like, not a date, but I was like, "Come to this club with me."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh no, we was at Clue's house." Right there, done. I didn't hear anything after that. She could have been
That's
like, "I'm an EMS worker and we were saving Clue's mom's life." I was at Clue's house. I shut down, Iron Curtain. I was out.
Once they get security clearance into the house,
I
you're
can't.
done.
If they say, "Oh no, we was hanging out with J.R. Smith or something," nope. Bye.
It's a good one. That's a good rule. You don't know. You just don't know.
I can't. I know what these rappers do. And an athlete is nothing but a rapper. They're all the same.
Yeah.
I
Comedians
know.
too? Do you throw comedians in
Uh,
there?
yeah, I guess I'll have to put it just on all entertainment.
Yeah.
Comedians aren't as bad for some reason. To me, yeah, they're not as bad, but still bad.
Yeah, I guess.
But a comedian, it's a little different because like a comedian on the road is usually by himself. And if he meets a girl at a show and they go out afterwards for drinks and then it pops off in that hotel, that's one thing. But if you hang out with rappers, like
That's
it's
an
just
entourage. That's
entourage, tons of dudes smoking
yeah.
weed, passing you around. Ugh.
Yeah.
I used to DJ for Little Kim, and this was after Biggie passed away, but they all lived in Biggie's house. Kim, C's, Tripe, they lived in Biggie's house in New Jersey.
Wow.
And I would go there before we would fly out for a show, and just girls would just be coming out of the rooms, or they'd be dropping a girl off, coming back. And I'm like, this is disgusting. I can't take it. You're somebody's daughter. Like, yeah.
I just explained to my parents what Eskimo twins mean. Do you know what that means? Or Eskimo brothers, when you're Eskimo brothers with someone?
I forget what it is.
It's when you've had sex with the same person.
Oh,
So I guess for women, you'd Eskimo sisters.
yeah.
And I explained what that meant to my parents, and they were just like, how could you have sex with people who have had sex with other people you know? I was like, you don't even know the half of it. You don't understand what these people are doing these days.
Yeah, they're out here. They're flopping.
Ugh.
Gross.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Cipha, for coming on my show.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it.
I'm surprised you even asked me to do it since you've been doing it for a while, and I see you all the time, and you never asked me to do it. That's weird to me.
Well, I was waiting for a good time.
I guess Reggie Conquest is more important than Cipha Sounds. Talking about his stupid waves.
I see you're watching. I appreciate it. Jesus. Where can people find you to catch up with you? What projects are you working on? Tell us about that.
At Cipha Sounds, that's where everything is. That's my focus. There's nothing happening. You could catch me. I just got an air fryer.
Oh, yo, change your life.
So you can catch me at Stop and Shop today, picking up some cauliflower. I'll be the one with a bait mask. Or you could catch me over at the Target, maybe getting like a mount for a tripod.
Yeah.
And that's it. I was over at the Home Depot. No, what was I at today? The Lowe's. I was over at the Lowe's getting a soldering iron.
What are you doing with a soldering iron?
I'm going to fix that microphone that I broke.
Look at you, handyman Siph. I see you.
Or you can catch me in 2021 doing stand-up comedy.
You can catch me being tortured by Cipha every Saturday at Cipha Saturdays on his IG.
I have an old show, which is now a new show. I used to have a show on Hot 97 called Cipha Saturday. It was the greatest mixed show entertaining show in the world ever created, and we brought it back for IG Live, and we're going to figure out how to get it on other lives. So that's Saturdays, 12 to 2 New York time, EST, 12 noon to 2 p.m. Rocking
2
a lot of
p.m.-ish.
throwbacks. We don't have, it's fine. We could do whatever we want on the internet, but we plan on all your favorite throwbacks. So hit me up at Cipha Sounds. Let me know what you want to hear, and we're going to have fun.
Dope. You can find me,
Stop and shop.
Teona Sasha. You can follow us at Comedies Curls across all social medias, comediescurls.com, everywhere. Be sure to follow, like, and subscribe. Woo!
But if this brings you just a little closer, I hope that it will help you to do a better job.